home was something that I factored in. And like from Monroe all the way out to Greenville, like a 4-hour drive, which isn't bad. But like on the flip side of that, like I can't remember at the time. I think ECU might have been like in Conference USA or something. So like some of the away games, they would play like Tulsa, Tulane, which is all the way in Oklahoma and all the way in New Orleans or whatever, Louisiana with Tulane. And so, I end up, like I said, when Duke always made me feel like it was at home. So I ended up, choosing Duke. And then, on the flip side of that, it's on like 2.5 hours away from the crib. And then like 3 or 4 away games might be at NC State or at Wake or Carolina. So it's like they get to come to the away games as well. So that's how, man, that's how I ended up choosing Duke. And at the time, man, what I'm saying, like I felt like as far like the academic side, like I knew like Duke was like a prestigious school. I wouldn't say I was like the smartest. I wasn't, dummy in high school, but like I wasn't like top of the class, what I'm saying? So when I first got to Duke, like the studies were like a little bit intimidating, you know what I'm saying? Like to be honest, it was a little bit intimidating, bro. I had to like really take advantage, like all the resources, like all the tutoring and all the, study halls and everything. But like once I got there and got the hang of it, it was cool. But yeah, man, that's basically how it happened, bro. And it was kind of crazy. Like basketball was like the thing that kind of jump started all that. Cause like I said, I had a crazy junior year in football. And my name had like kind of generated some buzz, but I still had no full offers yet. You know what I'm saying?
So in high school, did you play more than one position? Did you play defense in high school too?
Yeah. So the crazy thing about my high school, bro, I went to a small high school, bro. Like my freshman and sophomore year, we was 2A, and then my junior and senior, we dropped down to 1A. So like, bro, when I tell you like everybody, like we might only had like 25 people on the whole team. I mean, like we went both ways, special teams, everything. Like
1A, that's 1A,
bro,
right?
Yeah. So yeah, we had dropped down to 1A, but like, bro, we was dang on, bro. I'm talking about I play offense receiver, and I'm going to cornerback, safety on defense. Like, and then we score or whatever. I'm running down on kickoff. Like, bro, we doing everything, bro. Like, we really could, like, we hardly could even practice. Like, we ain't had, like, no scout team, like a full scout team or nothing, you know what I'm saying? So, but we used to win, though. We were tough, though, you know what I'm saying? So,
yeah. I saw that your time there that y'all did really good. Also, in basketball, I saw that you won a state championship, too. Was it your freshman year?
No, that was my junior year. So my junior, like, my best year, man, like, of everything, man. Like I said, man, like we won the state, played against Goldsboro. We played them at UNC Chapel Hill. So that was like a cool experience, you know what I'm saying, being in high school, getting a chance to play like in the Dean Dome and stuff like that. That was cool. And like I said, we beat them.
Did y'all play Burlington Cummins in the playoffs one year?
Well, yeah, so that's when we was 2A. And that's when that was like right before I got to high school. I was a ball boy, actually. But, yeah, we went there.
The glow was real, dog.
Yeah, I was a ball boy. But yeah, Burlington Cummins at the time, they had Dwight Jones. They had a big running back. I don't know where he went to. But
he went to Winston-Salem State.
Winston-Salem State, okay. Well, yeah, man, yeah. Them boys used to be tough, man. I like Burlington Cummins, really my high school, we was always 2A. Like when I said my junior and senior, we dropped down to 1A. But as far as I can remember, man, I remember like when guys like Brandon Tate and them boys was at Cummins, man. Because like I said, my high school was always 2A. And like in basketball, we would always go far in the playoffs. And Cummins, they'd be playing against like Fort Bush or somebody like that over in Winston once they got to the regionals or whatnot. And it was a couple times my high school played against Burlington, and I remember them boys like Brandon Tate and them, man. Them boys were tough for sure.
Yeah, that's for real.
And I know Will can attest to this, like kind of what you were talking about, 2A ball. Like we were the same way. Like we were 2A, but I promise you, like we had some dogs on our team, like, and we won so much. Like nobody wanted to play us in football or basketball. So like you're talking about people going both ways and like things like that.
Matter of fact, I can't even attest to this. Jay Lloyd can attest to this. Jay Lloyd already know what's up.
Hey,
look, talk about Cummins High School a little bit for us, Jay Lloyd.
Yeah, man, y'all had some squads over there, man. I ain't gonna lie, y'all always had some good players, man. There's a lot of cats that didn't even come out that could have went and played at like big time levels, man.
Yeah, bro.
It's a lot of guys. It ain't just Brandon Tate, Dwight Jones. Like it's more cats over there that just ain't break through that ceiling, man. But man, yeah, I gotta give y'all props because y'all show was better than we were.
Yeah. I think, man, like you say, bro, like when I look at growing up in North Carolina, you know what I'm saying, being here all my life, like you look at like the 2A ball. Obviously, everybody know 4A ball is like, okay, you got 3,500 students and stuff, but 2A ball, it's been a lot of like powerhouses, like with a lot of talent, like year in, year out. So I feel like, man, some of the best talent be in 2A ball. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and in North Carolina,
I'm about to say the same thing. North Carolina got talent.
It blows me, bro, because they really sleep on us, bro. Like, they always trying to compare us to Florida, compare us to Georgia or Texas. Like, okay, we might don't compare to them, but we don't compare to their capacity of people either. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it matters. But then when you go and talk about basketball now, Jamison, then they don't even want to talk about us. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but they don't realize, bro, like, on the field, bro, we produce talent in North Carolina, bro. So much talent.
Yeah, that's facts, bro. That's facts.
But another thing I wanted to talk to you about, though, Jamison, was I was doing some research on you, and I saw that you played in the Shrine Bowl, bro. And I also just wanted to talk about just how your time was at the Shrine Bowl. I played in it as well. And who was your coach during it? And did y'all win?
Well, so actually, man, it's actually crazy. So that was my senior year, obviously, and I didn't get a chance to play in it because I had like the last game, like we was in like the third round of playoffs, and I had sprained my hamstring, so I was out for a little while. But I got selected and everything, and I was able to go down there and actually the coach of the Shrine Bowl that year, the assistant coach was my actual head coach, and in high school. And then like the head coach of the Shrine Bowl was a guy named John Lowry. He coached at Forest Hills High School, which Forest Hills High School was like our rival school. So it was kind of unique to have, two coaches in my county. And obviously, like, the assistant coach being my head coach in high school at the Shrine Bowl. And like I said, I went down there. I didn't get a chance to participate because my hamstring and everything was messed up. But, no, we didn't win that year. So that year that I played, selected, that was the same year, like, guys like Jadavion Clowney and
they had a squad on that other side.
Yeah. Who was on your team that year, bro?
On that
so
side.
like my team, so North Carolina team, the quarterback was like Valley from
Hillside.
He was tough, bro.
For real.
Yeah, Valley, and it was Marquise Williams. They went to Mallard Creek.
He went to Tennessee, didn't he? Or where'd he go?
Carolina.
Yeah, Williams. Yeah, he went to Carolina. I'm trying to think who the running backs were. Like receiver wise, we had like T.J. Thorpe. Tight end was Eric Ebron. But I can't remember everybody else. But South Carolina had a squad, but they had I can't think of the dude's first name, but for last name was Ghost, and the quarterback that went to
Everett Golston.
Everett Golston.
He was the quarterback.
Cold.
They had Sharon Pete. Yeah, man, they had a squad, man, that year. So they beat us, bro.
Yeah, we lost ours too. I can't remember exactly who our coach was, but I know that it was we had some dogs on our team, but like South Carolina, they came prepared for sure, bro.
Hey, Will, wasn't the coach that year the coaches from Lee County?
I think so, bro. He was definitely
Coach Cates.
Coach Cates. Yep, that's who it was for sure.
But I didn't even make the Shrine Bowl,
which is crazy.
How, bro?
Crazy. I was like the best one. Like,
bro, I don't know how you didn't either, bro. Like, when I was looking up James, I saw him. He was in the Shrine Bowl. I'm like, yo, I got to talk about that because the experience was crazy. And I'm like, did Jay Lloyd? And I looked. I'm like, what the? Like, how Jay Lloyd not get? Because I know you would have been there.
The only person that threw for more yards than me that year was Will Greer.
Yeah.
And that's because they was playing at Boo Boo. He was throwing for like 600, 700 yards a game.
Yeah, see,
I still went over 3,000 and didn't even finish the season because I got hurt.
Yeah, Jalen McClendon was our quarterback down there, John.
Yeah, he went to state with you, didn't
he? Yeah, he went to state with me. Yep. But it's crazy though how I was talking John to you earlier about not choosing state. But you know how like Duke was looking at me hard too, bro. You know, I probably say they were in my top 5 coming down to the end for sure. And I was just gonna talk about the one trip I went up there. Cody was with me, and I just remember going up there to Coach Cut's office, and he just sitting down there with me, and we just looking out at the field, bro. And like, you know how cool Coach Cut is, bro. Like, he's like the type of person you can sit there and talk to him for hours, bro. You know, we just sitting there. He's like, hey, well, I can tell you this. Like, you know, I had some big offers, FSU, Clemson, and stuff like that. He's like, I ain't gonna promise you that we can give you everything that, you know, Clemson and FSU can give you as far as like the stardom and stuff like that. He was like, but you know what I'm saying? If you come here, I promise you're gonna get a great education and like, you know what I'm saying? And like, you're gonna be around great people and stuff like that. But I just want y'all both to just talk about Coach Cut a little bit, bro, and just kind of like some experiences that y'all had with him. I'll go with you first though, Jamison.
Yeah, man. Like I said, man, like even throughout the recruiting process, man, just coming and sitting in there and talking with him, man, it just made me feel like I was at home, or he just made me feel, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't necessarily like just saying everything I wanted to hear, you know what I'm saying? But he was keeping it real. Like I remember like one of the first conversations we had, or like one of the last conversations we had actually after I committed, was he was just kind of saying like, you know, Jamison, you know, if you come here, you know what I'm saying, you're going to, like, basically what he was telling you, you're going to be around good people. And, you know, at the time, man, like I was confident because I knew I could play, you know what I'm saying? But, like, being a smaller guy, like, it was just, I still had to, like, get that experience in college and just kind of see what it was like. But at the time, he was like, you know, you're not that big of a guy. He was like, man, you come here, you're going to be able to, you know, be around people and, you know what I'm saying, gain connection and stuff that can last you, you know, a lifetime or put you in the right position after playing ball and whatnot. So I really, you know, I really thought about that. And that was, like, something that, you know, that always stuck with me that he had mentioned. But, you know, man, once I got to school and like, obviously being around him all the time and practicing stuff, you know what I'm saying, he was just a guy of his word. You know, he a real stand-up guy. Like, he gonna make sure that you're doing your stuff, you know, on and off the field. Like, it wasn't no shortcuts. He wasn't gonna sell you short, nothing like that. So that's like one of the things I always been appreciative of him. You know what I'm saying? He ain't never like really, you know, sugarcoated anything. You know, he always kept it real. And, you know, he's always been able to, you know, push and motivate me as well, I'm sure, as other guys. So that's just one of the things and a few things that I've always thought about Coach Cut. And, you know what I'm saying? I'm just always grateful for the opportunity and him taking the chance on me for real.
For sure. What about you, Jay Lloyd?
Yeah, man, kind of echo the same thing. Coach Cut, I mean, we all know what go into playing big-time college football, so it ain't always roses all the time. But, I mean, Coach Cut, if I had a son, like, I would want him to go play in a program that Coach Cut is you know, coaching the head of, because I got that much respect for him as a coach. And, you know, what he tries to push to his players. And, yeah, man, I mean, to me, you know, I got a great relationship with him. My journey there was kind of unique because I came in as a quarterback and then to DB and then to receiver. So, like, me and him, like, we just, you know, we've been through a lot together, you know, and then playing another sport. And then anybody who's a quarterback, you know, you got a special connection with Coach Cut. So, like, I remember, like, when I was getting recruited, I would go up there. We'd be sitting in his office an hour and a half watching tape. And I was in high school. I'm like, I don't even know all this yet. We sitting up there, we sitting up here watching tape an hour and a half, just back and forth. But man, I got a lot of love for Cut, man, and what he's been able to do for the program with guys like JC coming through a little before me, you know, setting that standard, setting that tone, and then me being able to kind of carry that thing off. And leave it for the guys that came behind me. But yeah, man, like me and JC, I met JC. I was in high school and I went and stayed at his crib. Hey, what, like 3 days or 4 days?
Yeah,
something like that?
a weekend or something like that.
Yeah.
Was you his host, JC, bro?
Yeah, but it was like during the summertime. So I don't even think we did nothing. Like, bro, it wasn't nothing going on. Like, I was in like summer classes. It was like this might be going into my junior year, I think. Okay. And they was like, yeah, we got a guy, man. He gonna come up here, and you know, he big time. We need him. And they're like, you know, I don't know how to arrange where he gonna stay with me, but he stayed in my crib, bro. And like at the time, like it was crazy. Like I was staying with, you know, 2 other my teammates, and like in the summertime at Duke, we have to like move off campus and like find housing like in Durham or something. They give like a little stipend or whatever to go, like, you know, that'll pay for the rent and stuff. Right. So he came to the house, and bro, I don't know what the house used to look like, but it probably was just all crazy.
Hey, but I remember where it's at too.
Yeah, I know exactly where it's at, bro. But yeah, it was crazy, man. And like I said, he was up there. I don't remember, like a whole weekend. Like I said, but we couldn't even really do much. Like it was just. You know what I'm saying? It was just like summer school, summer session, like wasn't nothing going on in Durham. So I don't even remember what we did. If we get anything.
Bull City, man. That's crazy, dog.
Bull City, man. Going on.
Hey, look,
Y'all don't know nothing about Bull City, man.
Will, I wanted you and Chris Register to come with me to Duke so bad.
Oh, yeah, bro. I remember, bro. You